Look at this chart. This is Dmitry Mendeleev's original periodic table layout from the late 19th century. Notice the strange, unequal block structures and gaps. It isn't a neat, symmetrical grid. We have two columns grouped over on the left, a solid block of 6 on the right, and a staggered valley sitting in the middle. Mendeleev's structure follows the specific mathematical rules that govern how electrons fill shells around a central nucleus. If you apply classical physics and imagine electrons orbiting the nucleus like planets around a sun, the model falls apart. Traditional planetary orbits offer no explanation for why these specific rows and columns have strict, unyielding limits on the number of electrons they can hold. The answer to why the table looks like this comes from a single, strange, binary property that dictates the geometry of the entire system. The underlying architecture of matter depends on a microscopic property known as electron spin. This diagram illustrates intrinsic spin angular momentum. An electron is a spin-half particle. Its spin projection is locked into two exact coordinates. It can be positive h-bar over 2, the spin up state, or negative h-bar over 2, the spin down state. There is no in-between. This binary rotation gives the electron a magnetic moment. Every single electron acts like a microscopic bar magnet with a distinct north and south pole. Quantum mechanics enforces a strict governing law called the Pauli Exclusion Principle. This principle dictates that no two electrons in an atom can occupy the exact same quantum state at the same time. Since electron spin only has two possible states, up or down, any single atomic orbital is strictly limited to holding a maximum of exactly 2 electrons. If a third electron tries to enter, it has no unique spin state left to occupy, and it is locked out. This table outlines the specific atomic orbitals, labeled S, P, D, and F, and the corresponding magnetic quantum numbers that govern them. Note the final column mapping these quantum states to total orbital capacities. The s orbital holds exactly 2 electrons, one spin up, one spin down, forming the 2-column s block on the left. The p orbital has 3 states. 3 states times 2 spins each equals 6 electrons. That builds the 6-column block on the right. As these orbitals fill up, the electrons follow Hund's rules. Because electrons have a negative charge, they repel each other. To minimize this Coulomb repulsion, electrons will populate empty, separate orbitals first, keeping their spins pointing in the parallel, identical direction, before they ever begin to pair up. The blocky, asymmetrical geometry of the periodic table is a direct visualization of these rules. Every column, row, and gap is a literal map of quantum spin limitations and spatial preferences. This microscopic architecture scales up to dictate how bulk materials behave in the real world, particularly when looking at the dense transition metals in the center of the table. Following Hund's rules, atoms in this region frequently end up with multiple unpaired electrons, all with their spins pointing in the same direction. When these tiny, aligned magnetic moments interact strongly across billions of neighboring atoms, they generate the powerful macroscopic magnetism we see in metals like iron and cobalt. Moving down to the bottom rows of the periodic table, the atomic nuclei become massive. These heavy elements pack an enormous positive charge, pulling intensely on their surrounding electrons. This graph charts the Lorentz factor, a core component of special relativity, curving sharply upwards as an object approaches the speed of light. To keep from collapsing into those massive nuclei, inner electrons must move at significant fractions of light speed. This extreme velocity couples the electron's spin directly to its orbital motion. This phenomenon, known as spin-orbit coupling, drastically shifts the energy levels of the electrons. Standard chemical rules break down completely for these heavy elements. Relativistic spin-orbit coupling contracts the outer atomic orbitals of Mercury so tightly that its atoms refuse to bond strongly with each other, making it the only metal to remain a liquid at room temperature. The same spin-orbit coupling alters the exact energy required to excite an electron in gold. It forces the metal to absorb blue light instead of reflecting it, giving gold its distinct yellow hue. If we zoom out from planetary metals into the vast, diffuse clouds of interstellar space, we find simple hydrogen atoms. A hydrogen atom consists of 1 proton and 1 electron, both possessing spin. Occasionally, the electron's magnetic moment interacts with the proton's magnetic moment, violently flipping its spin direction. This transition, called spin-spin coupling, releases a highly specific photon with a wavelength of exactly 21 centimeters. Because hydrogen is incredibly abundant, this 21-centimeter radio wave acts as a cosmic fingerprint. Astronomers point their telescopes into the dark, using this exact frequency to map the invisible structure of the universe. Whether it is the fluid state of a metal or the radio signals emitted by deep space gas, these macroscopic events are the direct results of a single quantum flip.